Hi guys, it's Stuart and welcome back to another video. Today I'll be talking about some books that I want to read in 2022. So a special of a yearly TBR of books that I want to pick during the year. Let's see how it goes. I have a video like that last year if you want to check it. It's a very awkward video because I filmed it at night with low quality, but I did a list last year and I think it helped me to keep in mind that I wanted some books, although I forgot them. This year I take note of them so I could remember, but let's see. I have a total of 15 books. I was seeing the stack behind me because I don't have any table here soon. So if you want to buddy read any these books with me, just message me, tell me in the comments. You know, I have my DMs open on Twitter, on Instagram. Just say like, oh, I would love to do a buddy read that, and we plan it out each month, you know, if it works for us, and then we buddy read them because I love do buddy reads. It's amazing to discuss books while you're reading and it's so fun. So if you want to buddy read, just tell me which books do you think you would love to buddy read with me and we just go for it, okay? I have a lot of books that I want to talk about, so let's start with the ones that I don't have a physical copy because it's easier. The first one is Fire with Fire by Destiny Soria. I bought this book middle this year. It was a good promotion on Kindle, and it's about two sisters who are born to kill dragons, but one ended up bonding with dragons, and she now fights with her sisters, but there is someone behind the curtains pulling the strings for this clash. You know, it sounds really interesting. It has dragons. As you know, I love dragons. I've also heard that it's a urban fantasy, so it's set in our world but with dragons apart. I don't know how that worked, but that's what I heard. But I'm really excited and I want to pick it up. The second book I have, it's actually an arc on NetGalley, and I got it on the day of publication date, so it sounds cool. And it's The Beast Hunters by Kristen Land. So let's say this cover. It looks like a dragon. You see here a thing, right? Me, dragons. So it's an epic monster slaying story about an orphan girl who turns into a beast hunting apprentice named Ada. When Ara's parents are killed by a beast, by a monster, she's saved by two beast hunters who take her as an apprentice. But terrifying creatures lurk everywhere, and Ara must master the art of beast hunting quickly if she wants to uncover the illusion creature plaguing the village. So it's going to be very interesting, a little bit like Monster Hunters, maybe the video game. You know what I'm talking about. But sounds a very interesting story because, you know, beast hunters, monster hunters, sounds awesome. This has been on the radar of a lot of people, and I got an arc on NetGalley very near also the publication date, or even after the publication date, and it's Illborn by Daniel T. Jackson. And this is book one of the Illborn saga, and it sounds so good that I want to pick next year. Definitely one of the arcs that I'm planning to read next year from the older arcs. Long ago, the Lord Aiduel emerged from the desert of the Holy Land, possessed with divine powers. He used them to forcefully unite the people of Angal before his ascension to heaven. So sounds really cool about that. Over 800 years later, in a medieval world which is threatened by war and religion persecution, four young men and women began to develop supernatural abilities. These forbidden and secret powers will shatter the lives that they have known, and will force each of them to confront the mystery of Ethergate, which haunts their dreams. You know, I think this is going to be a connection with the past. Sounds really awesome, and it's debut novel. I think it sounds really cool. I really like the concept of divine powers and getting chosen one, especially when you have a lot of them. You may not have just one chosen one. It sounds very cool, and it's on the yearly TBR list for next year. We move on to the physical books that I have here, and the first one I have here is The 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hart, Casa by Stuart Turton. This is not a time travel, but it's like each day he wakes up on a different body and has to try to solve this murder that is happening in his house. It sounds really interesting. I heard that it's a little bit tricky to follow a little bit sometimes, but the concept sounds interesting. You know, I really like this concept of waking up each day trying to revive the same day to find the killer, and especially because it takes a twist on it change bodies each day, so the perspective is going to be different. Yeah, I'm really excited, and it's one of the books I want to pick next year because I have it on my shelves for almost a year now, so definitely time to pick it up. Then, I know I shouldn't start series, but I really want to start this one, and it's Caraval by Stephanie Graber. I heard people loving it, people hating it. I don't know what it's about, but I believe it's about a Caraval, you know, a circus I didn't saw, but my mother started showing the series that it was in, I believe, Amazon or HBO. I'm not sure, but I know it involves some fairies. There is a new book that came out on this world. There was the Once Upon a Broken Heart, what was the Prince of Hart story. But yeah, I just know it's a fantasy and I want to pick a more young adult one. And yeah, it sounds really awesome. And it's just a trilogy, so and it's not so big, so I want to pick it up this for next year. Also, this is a romance I want to pick next year because the sequel is coming out next year, and it's The Boyfriend Material by Alex Hall. I started listening to this in a audiobook, and I was not into it. You know, the accent was a little bit too much for me, and I was not focusing enough to care about the story, but I wanted to pick on a physical book. So it's very floppy, which I like. You know, I like floppy books. And it's about Luke O'Donnell, who is this one, who is a bad boy. He's son of a rock star who's very problematic, and he's kind of problematic himself. So when he's working on a voluntary part, and when he's taking this voluntary and people start to take off the donations because it's problematic, he has to find a boyfriend material, so someone who is very polite and some to help him, you know, gain a status to help the foundation. So fake dating is one of my favorite tropes, so let's see. And there is a sequel coming out next year. That's why I'm more excited to pick it up even more, because if I like the first one, I'll probably gonna want the sequel. So let's see the first one. Okay, my King's collection continued to grow, and I continue not to read a lot. I tried this year to read one. I was supposed to read Green Mile, but I didn't got the chance, and then I never picked anyone. I think I put one last year. It was Pet Sematary. I haven't read it, but this one I'm curious, and I got it secondhand. That friend that usually give me books was there, and it was 11/22/63. I heard it's one of the best. A lot of people like this book. I know it's involved the Kennedy assassination and time travel. I don't know much more. It's from King. I know it's big. I know I probably have to use the audiobook to pass through this, but it's like what, 800 pages? Yes, 800 pages. So it's a brick, but definitely one of the most popular by him. Besides It, who I've read, and Misery, which I have read. So yeah, I'm curious about this one. So let's see when. Probably not soon, because it's a brick. But yeah, let's hope. If I want somebody to read, you know, just tell me. Then I think I got over my Frederick Bachman hangover. Oh, I think I rhymed. Nice. So yeah, I'm gonna read A Man Called Ove next year. One of his most famous and popular ones. I read My Grandma Sends Her Regards and Apologies, and I loved it. I have a full review if you want to check it. It's my first review on the channel, so almost a year old. But yeah, I know he's about a grumpy man. He wants to... It's just grumpy and he's problematic, and then he starts to be good. It's what I know, it's what I want to read, and it's a Pac-Man. I already got Brit Marie Was Here, which is a sequel for My Grandma Sends Regards and Apologies. So yeah, I'm curious about this one and probably gonna pick it next year. Let's see how many do I pick. Would you want a reaction video? Like, in the end of the year, I'll react to this video and see how many do I read. Do you want that for the last year? Tell me in the comments, because I would love to know if you want to see that. Then I got The Martian by Andy Weir. I also got this recently, and I wanted to read a little bit because of Project Hail Mary about The Martian, because I have some technology and science focus on here, and I'm really curious about that aspect. I haven't read anything, but I heard a lot of good reviews, so probably gonna pick Martian, and if I like it, I'll pick Project Hail Mary, but Martian is on the list. If I know what it's about, I know he's in Mars and he's in trouble. That's what I need to know. Then I was supposed, I believe, read this year, but I haven't. But I want is Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman. And this is an illustration edition, so you can see it has some draws inside, which I'm very happy with. Yeah, I don't know why I did not pick this up, but I wanted. I think I said last year I would read this one, but I haven't read it. I think I never got the chance, because I have so many books, and then I start picking up other books and I forgot. But definitely I want to pick Neil Gaiman next year, because I really like Coraline, and I believe Neverwhere is also very good. It's a little bit chunky, but it's very stiff, so it's very heavy, but I like it. Yeah, if I know I know it's set in London, and he helps this girl, and then it's go up into this world with fantasy elements, Yeah, he goes into the bizarre and something like that. yeah, that's what I know, and that's what I'm interested about. It's just, it's a bizarre book, and I'm here for it. Last 5 books. Whew, they are huge. This one, no, but it's a small, and it's The Princess Bride by William Goldman. I never read Princess Bride. I never watched the movie. It's not a really very popular in Portugal. It's not definitely a book that everyone picks, but I'm curious about, especially because of the quotes and all the pop culture reference that everyone does now. Yeah, I probably gonna read and then watch the movie, but if I know what it's about, no. But I got it last year, I believe, or 2 years ago on Awesome Books, like €2, and it's on perfect edition. And yeah, I know it's about fairy tales and he wants to kill someone. Yeah, I will see what it's about, but I'm curious because everyone, I think, read this and I haven't, so I want to see what it's about. Now, this is a book that is very popular this year, and I got it in a giveaway, and I'm planning to read the beginning next year, and it's Ace of Spades by Farida, Abidike, maybe, I don't know. But, you know, I'm terrible with names. I know this is about these 2 boys who go into this boarding school, but they are, I think, maybe the only black people, or they are very marginalized there. And they start going against each other, and then they start receiving letters or emails with the ace, or from the Ace of Spades, trying to put one against each other, trying to find things out. I heard amazing things. Everyone seems to love it. I want to see what this is about and want to read it. And yeah, I was excited, but I'm probably going to be on one of the first reads of the year. Let's see if what it comes up next in a couple of days will let me or not. You will see later. Then I got this because it was a recommendation from Murphy Napier, and first, the book is stunning and it's huge and it's like floppy, but the edition is stunning. And it's Societal Advanced Magic by Andrew Rowe. This is a self-pub book, and it's a fantasy. They go into this spiral. I think I had this on my last year TBR, so I believe I have some books transition from last year to this year, and they had this spiral that a colossal and a brother of someone goes into and never returns. Now he goes on a mission to meet this goddess, and if they meet again, some wishes. She said this was amazing for fantasy starters, so I'm curious about it. And it's a self-pub author, so I like to help, and this edition is just gorgeous. So probably, if I liked it, gonna buy the rest of the series, because, you know, you have to support those self-pub authors. Then I could not put this book on the list. You know, it was a special edition from my special friend, so it's The Song of Achilles by Madeleine Miller. A lot of people love this book. I haven't read Madeleine Miller, Song of Achilles, or Kirky, none of those. I had Kirky, but like with this edition, you cannot say you're not gonna read them, right? It's like, how am I gonna say no to this? It's a perfect edition, and I know it's a retelling of the story of Patroclus and Achilles, some romance involved, very heartbreaking. So let's see how do I like it or not. But this edition is just stunning, so thank you. But yeah, definitely on the list. And the last one was a recent purse. I was thinking of put Under the Whispering Doors by TJ Klune. I also got that very recently. It's still on the way. I bought it like yesterday, on the day I'm filming this. A very good price, second hand, but this one I had to put on the list. And it's The Empire of the Vampire by J. Kristoff. Heard amazing things, like this book is a brick. I bought it second hand, like $10 the hardback, like very good price. It has some awesome illustrations. And yeah, I'm excited when I heard I'm into vampires and I like the tropes. So let's see. I think Jeremy already did the review. Ian already did also the review. So they both liked it. So I'm really excited to pick this one. So let's see the pile. Okay, as you can see, I already am showing something. So let's see if I can raise it. So it's off the screen. Okay, so as you can see, this is the pile of books I want to read in 2022. Whew, they are big, they are huge, and they are heavy. It's probably Empire of the Vampire there because it's too heavy. But yeah, tell me in the comments which books are you planning to read in 2022. If you have like lists like this, if you want to buddy read this, again, I told you in the beginning. Tell me in the comments, send me a message on Twitter, on Instagram, and we can buddy read any book that you want from this list. If you reach this far, don't forget to leave a comment, like and subscribe. It's very important for us. The likes and the subscribes help the algorithm showing our videos, and the subscribing, because I'm on my way to 500 subscribers, which is one of my major goals, so help me to do that. If you want to support this channel, I have affiliate links below. I have my Amazon wishlist if you want to send me some books, and I create a Ko-fi if you want to support me. If you want to send an extra tip for this content, it's also helpful. Yeah, I post videos every Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Oh, whoa. I post videos every Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. On Sundays, sorry, I'm changing now at 9 p.m. GTM. I also have live reading sprints on my channels at Fridays, 9 p.m. GTM, and I see you guys on my next video. Bye!